Hello, everyone. All right. I had a little bit of chaos for the last hour or so. So if things don't go as smoothly as they usually do, that is why. There were lots of uninstalls and reinstalls, and I haven't fixed the issue yet, but I found a workaround. So if things aren't quite as crisp, it's just because I had to do something else so you guys could actually see what I have going on here. But I digress. We are going to ignore technical difficulties. Hopefully you all can hear me. We're gonna ignore technical difficulties and we are just gonna relax and have fun. But that's also why, like, I haven't updated yet the new members on the stream ending page. So don't think that I forgot about you. I just had issues out the wazoo and I'll have it updated for next time. And also, for some reason, it's not up. It's not showing me any notifications. Usually it has a list for me on the side of, you know, remembers or super chats. So I'm gonna get big thanks because I'm gonna have a hard time remembering them at the end because I don't have my list next to me. So bear with me tonight, folks, bear with me. But for now, let's go ahead and scroll up. Let's see. Loads of stuff. Elizabeth, hello. Oh, you know what? I should unpin that technical difficulties thingamajigger. We're gonna get rid of that. Okay, so anyway, Elizabeth, hello. Brittany, welcome. Renee, welcome. Let's see. Scroll down. Emmy, welcome. Tori, hello. Jen, hello. Yes, I know. I was really like, tonight's gonna be fun. And like when the computer was going wonky, I was like, no, it's Friday. Like, we need to do this. Jen, hello. Ariane, hello. Ghost, hello. Evelyn, hello. Let's see. Sydney, baby, if you have enough time to get tea, you always have time to get tea. Tea is good. I got water tonight. Let's see. Oh, well, I'm so glad that I'm here, Ev. Nobody likes a pooey day. Today was busy for us. We did school clothes shopping and school supply shopping and all the stuff. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss anyone. Kenny, hi. Jennifer, hi. Cheryl, hello. I got a new keyboard. I'm still getting used to the pressure. I need to get the shift key to work. That's fair. Capitalization is going to be an issue. That's okay. Deborah says, celebrating my cancer-free checkup. Yay, cancer-free since 2017. Deborah, that is amazing. Sorry, my chat in OBS isn't working, so I'm gonna put it in here. We're gonna get some hypes in chat. Thank you. That's awesome. That's so awesome. I'm so excited for you. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and make sure I didn't miss anyone. That's amazing, Deborah. I am so excited for you. Kara, hello. Let's see. Scroll down, scroll down. Mimi, hi, Mimi. Nicole, Aaron, hello, hello. Let's see. Let's see. Not perfect. Well, then it's a good place to be. It's a good place to be. All right, let's see. Maria, welcome. Okay, if I missed anyone, I apologize. Tabby, hello, Tabby. Hang on, I'm gonna, nope, you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. That'll just mess it up. Okay, but we got it all figured out, and it's Friday. It's Friday. Did you get the little illustrators new color pencils for school? I did indeed. I did indeed. In fact, they wanted to get the erasable color pencils, but I was just like, I don't know. Those erasers on the ends of the Crayola color pencils, they're not the greatest, and I, you know, want to send them to school with for success, you know. So Megan, hello Megan. Shannon! I'm sorry, Shannon. Speaking of Shannon, for those of you who don't know, our lovely Shannon streams, and not only does she stream, but she is celebrating her 2-year streamiversary right now. In fact, there is a hashtag. I'm having a hard time remembering it now because I'm all flustered. But there's a hashtag where if you are coloring a page with a sunflower, you can do that for Shannon's 2-year streamiversary. So congratulations, lady. Let's see, updates. So if you are a member, don't forget to check the community tab today because today I released the Deborah for 23 months. We get some hype in chat for Deborah. Throw up those hype emotes and you can do exclamation point hype. There we go. Thank you, Deborah. Did you get them professional color pencils? No, but only because a lot of the school supplies at school tends to go like together and then they get doled out. I don't know, it's different how it's done now. When I was a kid, you got all your school supplies, you know, for you individually, put your name on everything, but it's different now. And a few things are specific for them, but a lot of times it kind of all goes together and then the teacher hands it out as needed. So we keep the nice supplies for at home. But yeah, so members, don't forget to check out the community tab for your free download. And as I talked about last month, that I would have an exclusive colored version. I did it on a card last month, but I am testing out, I did an actual painting on watercolor paper, but this is up in the Etsy store now as the one exclusive painting that I do for the special release illustration that I do once a month. So anyway, this is available on the Etsy store now. There's only gonna be one of them. Next month there'll be something different. But that one is watercolor and some metallic watercolors and some pencils, so it was super, super fun. Solid Insta, hunting for a nice sunflower to do. I know, I think Johanna's secret garden has a sunflower, if I remember correctly. But yeah, there's loads of stuff on there. And we're gonna take a look at this because I haven't fully chosen the picture. I know which pencils we're gonna do, but as I was flipping through, I saw some interesting things and I wanna get all your opinions. But I do have a little shout out to do and they will know who they are. Mother Goose, Bo Peep, Little Red Hen, and Big Bad Wolf. Thank you for watching tonight. We have some special viewers tonight. Jennifer, thank you. Get some pipes in chat for Jennifer. Get that exclamation point hyper. If you remember, you can use those handy dandy emotes. So welcome everyone. Whew, I know I'm like talking fast and everything, but legitimately, like for the last hour, I have been trying to figure out what it was. Is that the camera for some reason isn't linking up with OBS. But anyway, like I said, I put a band-aid on it and we did a workaround and we're here, and that's the important thing. So today's Friday. Last Wednesday, we did a lizard or a gecko for Johanna Basford. But this book, welcome back, Renee. Live from Canada. Nice, Mimi. I love it. I love that we're just like all over the world. It's amazing. But some of you might remember a few weeks back, I did a kind of poll, message me kind of dealio with what did you guys want to see on the channel? What are some illustrators we haven't done? What are some books we haven't done? And the wonderful Evelyn was lovely enough to gift me this book, which I had on my wish list. And this is one of the illustrators that was requested a couple times. What I didn't know, Mother Goose is here. All the folks you just shouted out. Right? I know. Mother Goose, Bo Peep, Little Red Hen, Big Bad Wolf. It's a whole clan and I love it. Lizard was a fun stream to watch. The process was awesome. You guys literally got to see like how my brain works on paper. It was like, well, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And sure, I know what I'm doing. And whoops, turns out I don't. But anyway, so this was one of the books that was requested a couple times. What I didn't know is that there are multiple romantic countries, and I didn't know that. So this is the second one. So if you're following along, this is the second one. And I flipped through here. Oh, that's awesome, Shannon. I'm so glad. Exactly, all nursery rhymes. Hi, Casey. How are you? So I have looked at, now, for some reason, I always called this illustrator a he. I didn't know much about this illustrator, but I started, Lena from Colombia, Bo Peep, yay. Oh, you finished the lizard. Did you post it anywhere? And if so, I wanna see it. So you guys can't read this. I'm gonna turn down the brightness just a little bit. There we go. Let's see if we can zoom in. There we go. All right, so Eriy is actually a female illustrator, and here is the interesting thing, if you didn't know, this is where it says freelance toothpick illustrator. So the thing about her pages is that she actually, and you'll have to excuse the shakiness because I was all worked up with the computer. My hands are extra shaky today. But if you are unfamiliar with this illustrator, the thing that is unique about her is she's a toothpick illustrator because she draws all of her drawings with, let's see, exclamation, yeah, you're never late. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Dawn. She illustrates all of her drawings with toothpicks, which is funny because I had looked at it before, like at the very beginning when I first started, and I was like, well, that's kind of weird and interesting. But now that I'm looking at it, like, you really just see the detail. Like, I assume she kind of sketches things out beforehand, but I don't know, like, I would love to see like kind of her behind the scenes kind of deal. So there's lots of cute little things. It looks like this one has like all different seasons. Now I will say, for me personally, yeah, toothpicks, it's really interesting. For your eyes only, sounds good. It's really interesting because, hold on, like for me personally, I feel like the lines are a little bit thicker, but if you accept it as this is the style of the illustrator, you can kind of like work past it. So the pencils that I chose to work on this tonight is the Staedtler Ergosofts, just because, I mean, you guys know me, those are my throwbacks. And as much as I said I was gonna test it on the paper beforehand, I haven't. So I could imagine, well, not to mention, like, she has to have, just for her hands to be comfortable, surely like she's using something like skewers, you know, because they're longer, or maybe she's got like a special like toothpick holder or something, because I don't know about you all, but like even when I use little stubs of pencils, like it gets uncomfortable for your hands. So she must have, you know, I should actually like do some online research and see if she has any like information about her out there. Have I tried? All right, you guys have seen my hands. I can barely draw with a standard pen. I'm not throwing a toothpick in the mix. Oh my gosh. So the ones that I considered, I really like this pancake one because like I have a thing for pancakes. Like I absolutely love them. But then as I was flipping through, I noticed something in the back. Now, I don't know if all of her books have this, and it looks like it's perforated, so we could take it out if we decided this is what we want to do. They have metal toothpicks that are longer. Okay, that would make much more sense. But look at this. I did not realize it until I was kind of looking. Where did it show? It showed something in the back. Yes, this. Okay. So it's an attached poster, but you color it all, and then eventually you cut it out. So I'm going to zoom in here. So you actually set up this whole kind of 3D kind of thing. So it's like coloring and a craft all in one. So if you open this poster up, like I said, maybe somebody who has more than one book can let me know, but do all the books have this? So let's go ahead and open this up. Like I said, it's perforated on the side, but look at how cute this is. So you color all the individual parts and all of the little characters. I wonder if you could put like a harder, like cardboard backing on them. The first one does. Okay, all of yours had them. See, it's so cute. It's just this giant thing. I'm trying to move it without knocking anything over, but look at all these pieces. So here's my question. Do we want to color a regular page, or do we want to take this out of the book and work on some of the individual pieces with the hope, I don't know that we'd finish it all on stream, but with the hope that we would eventually use by Mother Goose, right? Yeah, there's a bunch of them in here. Do we want to work and try this or a regular page? Okay, I see regular page, because this could be something for like a fun little thing later. It seems like it would be a big to-do regular page. Okay, so that's the other thing, is I don't even know how I would fit it all on there. Okay, so there is the pancake one. We could do something like this with the books and the fruit. Pancake party? Yeah, we could do the pancake party. It's a double page. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of, oof. Oh, and hi Leslie, I didn't see you there. We're gonna kind of do this backwards here so we can, oof. There we go. Try and get past the seam of it. But yeah, this is kind of new. So do we want to do the side with the girl or the bear? Keeping in mind that we're using fun perforated bar. We could do that another one. We'll tackle something smaller tonight. But yeah, do we want to do bear side or girl side? I'll let you all choose. In the meantime, I'm gonna pull these out. So these is where I keep my Staedtler Ergosoft. I've gotten multiple sets because unfortunately they don't sell them open stock. And so over the years, I've gotten multiple sets to replace some of my favorite colors, but consequently I have a bunch copies of others. So I kind of have it all tucked in here. So these, I have the handy dandy little labels on here, but I've got all of these ones here. So really it's I see bear, girl. Oh my goodness. Girl side. All right, that's 4 for girl. We're gonna go with girl. All right, so we got our little Ergosoft there. In fact, actually, I'm gonna move them to the side over here so we can have some room, because I am not tearing the page out of the book, even though I have a tendency to. We got some vote for bear. Ooh, yeah, whichever side is easier. This side is kind of poofy. You know what? this side is laying flatter, and I think it's gonna be a little bit easier for my hands tonight. So I'm actually gonna change it. We're gonna do bear, because look, there's ice cream on top of these pancakes. So we're gonna, look, and he's got a fish in his pancakes. How cute is that? Girl. Oh my goodness. Oh, but her dress is super cute. Oh, all right, you guys convinced me. We'll do girl. We'll do girl, and we'll do the pancake, and we got the little sign here. So let's go ahead, and I think I do have a color chart for these, but I've used them so much that I don't actually need it. Not to mention there's only 36 colors. No, this is the first one. This is the first Eriy. It was one of the requested ones. So let's start with her little dress. And I am feeling this kind of teal and blue binder clips to hold it. I have them, but we would spend the next 15 minutes for me looking for them. So I'm guessing, I'm gonna go on a limb, say you guys would rather not have me spend our entire time looking for it. Okay, so we're gonna do some blue and some teal, but it's striped, so purple. All right, we'll do purple for her other stripe. And then we'll do a pink. So these do technically have names, but I don't go by their names, they go by their numbers, because their names actually aren't printed on here. But if you check out my Let's Talk episode where we focused on Ergosofts, the names are in there. And then let's grab, we're gonna need a green for our shadow color. That one is like literally my favorite green. Yeah, we'll roll with it. Add them to the basket for live stream extra supplies, right? I know, I need to have that like a collection. So, all right, so let's go ahead. You're gonna use all the colors. Oh, I absolutely will. There's only 36 colors. How could I not use all the colors? Are you kidding me? But we are gonna give it a quick sharpen. We're using our doll 133. Bear versus girl, Emily's Friday Night Live. They're gonna wonder what kind of stream this is. Things will not end well. Oh man, but how was everybody's week? It is Friday. It is Friday, is the weekend. I know a lot of schools have already started up or are starting up. So that is our next big thing. I think we have one more week left. One more week left before the official start. But like I said, which reminds me, those of you that are watching that are in Texas, don't forget this weekend is tax-free weekend. It started today and it's supposed to go Saturday and Sunday, I believe, which is why we saved our back to school shopping for today and also the beginning of the weekend, kind of before everything went nuts. But yeah, it is tax-free weekend. So something to keep in mind if you haven't done your shopping yet. A little sip of water here. All right, we are gonna, the interesting thing will be her skin tone, because it's all month into, you guys have an entire month of tax-free weekend? Psh, man, Texas, feel ripped off. Yeah, under a different line, absolutely. And I do have those ones, but the Ergosoft, there is only the 36. And it's on food? Yeah, I think they specified specifically like mostly like back to school stuff. All right, so we are gonna start with number 3. And we are just gonna start at the top here, and we're just kind of gonna relax with this and make it nice and easy. And I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more so you all can see a little bit better. There we go. And let's make sure this is in focus, and we're gonna lighten that. See, the lines are lighter, so it makes me feel like it's not like the dark black lines. Used to have a tax-free weekend until I decided it wasn't worth it anymore. Oh no. Oh, no worries, Dawn. Go get some rest, hon. Notice this message. The message is noticed, Erin. Yeah, good night, Dawn. You already had your tax-free weekend? Yeah, so we went ahead and went out and took advantage of that for sure. We put it on the calendar and we're like, all right, we're just gonna do it for that. You guys headed to bed? All right, love you guys. Get some sleep. Love you. That's your finger. There we go. All right, off to bed, Goober. But yeah, so we, yep, they're off to bed. But yeah, so tax-free weekend. Oh, by the way, guess what movie I finally saw And I gotta tell you, it was like probably the best of this series of movies I've seen in a while. Those of you that probably were watching to see when it went onto streaming services might know which movie I'm talking about. But a while back, there was a movie I didn't get to see in theaters, and I was being stubborn and refused to pay the $20 to buy the movie on Amazon. It's a little bit early. It's like 10 minutes early, but it's, you know, with school almost starting, they wanted to camp out in the living room again. And so they're probably getting situated down there. So yeah, it's like 10 minutes early. Minions, no, not Minions. It's a Marvel movie. It's a Marvel movie. And I gotta say, like, it was so good. It was so good. I finally saw Spider-Man No Way Home. Oh my gosh, I am kicking myself for not having just buying the movie and seeing it, because it was so good. We made it kind of like a date night last night, and we had popcorn and whatever else, and we watched it after the kids went to bed, and it was beyond enjoyable. Like, oh, like, I know I told you guys not to tell me much about it because I didn't want to like ruin it, but like, why didn't you guys tell me it was so good? Well, maybe you did, and I forgot because I wasn't allowing myself to think about it. We are using number 35, but it was so good. I loved it so much. Elvis movie next, right? Yes, I saw. Plus Tom Hanks. Are you kidding me? Absolutely. Yes, I think so. Yeah, because I was looking up when the next order of Marvel movies are. Right? I know, Kenny. I couldn't bring myself to do it, but it was just like the scenes. Like I don't know. I guess it's been out this long enough, and people can stream it now. So I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna. So spoiler alert, I'm talking about the Spider-Man movie. If you haven't seen it, close your ears. But the scenes where all three of the Spider-Men were like just chatting about, like they were talking to the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. They're like, so it just comes out of you, you know, like his web stuff. They're like, we have to make it, and there's like cartridges, but they're just like, I could have like had them like watch them for like an hour, just having like conversations and about like comparing Spider-Man universes. It was just, oh guys, it was so good. It was so good. I loved it so much. And Willem Dafoe, like, he makes such a good villain. And the fact that he was able to play the same villain so well, it was so good. Plus I loved. Does it only come out of your wrist, right? I loved the redemption factor for a lot of the villains, and it was just, oh my gosh. Near the end, like I thought Tobey Maguire was gonna eat it, and I was just like, no way have I not heard about this happening. And then of course, you know, it worked out, but still, I was just, oh, it was so good, guys. It was so good. Not into superhero movies? Oh, no, I love it. I love it so much. Like, I've been keeping track of all of the MCU movies. I will say, though, the new Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, it was, I mean, I think I talked to you guys about it after we saw it at the theater. It was darker than I imagined for most MCU. It's not really one I want to watch again, but Spider-Man, oof. I will watch that movie over and over and over again. It was so good. It was just so good. And because I knew I was going to watch it, I actually kind of did a marathon. We're doing number 20 now. A marathon of Spider-Man movies before we watched it, which was nice because it was kind of a refresher. I mean, there were a lot of, like, you know, mentions of previous villains and everything. Let's see. Oh, did you see the interview where the director said when William Dafoe freaked the director crew out? Oh no, really? I didn't. I haven't watched them all. Hi, Ronnie. But yeah, it was so good. But yeah, really, 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 really enjoyable. Sorry, I was just double checking something. But yeah. I want to watch it again and like relive a lot of those scenes. I don't know, does everybody have like a favorite, if you're into superheroes, does everybody have like a favorite MCU series? I don't know, it's so different now because, you know, with Iron Man gone and everything, like I was trying to remember like where we were at. Like we were watching, you know, obviously Steve was watching it with me and we were just like, well, where are all the other superheroes? Like you got Doctor Strange, you know, but where is everybody else? But I mean, it's like that in all individual, you know, hero movies. Not all the heroes show up, but it does make you wonder, like all of this is going down, you know, the universe is falling apart. How is no one else aware of this? So I don't know, but it was really good and I enjoyed it a lot and I'm gonna watch it again. Okay, so we're just alternating the kind of blue and teal and purple and pink and everything. And then we'll do a little bit more and then we'll move up because I don't want to just do the dress and the skirt and everything at the same time. We'll switch and do some of the apron as well. We're definitely gonna get to some of the pancakes, but yeah. But yeah, so like I said, don't forget, members, the free coloring download is available in the community tab. The funny thing is I almost forgot to click that it was only for members. And I'm like, oh, well, that would have gone to the whole public. Oops. You've captured Aquaman, Iron Man for sure. I know, right, Megan? Yes. Okay, Ev. I was looking at a list of MCU movies and new ones coming out, and there is going to be, it might be in 2025. So it's a ways away, but there's actually going to be another Shang-Chi movie, which is super nice. All right, so now we're going to use the pink here, which is number 20. All right. So I have been trying to figure out, as most everybody knows, Instagram is now really pushing that, you know, people do reels. And I have been trying to figure out the algorithm lately. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've probably noticed I've been posting more reels, but I've been posting different kinds of reels. So like some of them have been like tutorial reels. Some of them have been tutorial reels with a little bit more text. I did one where I did like speaking on it. I've done little coloring ones. You know, I did the one the other day where I was putting away the pencils, and it's really interesting. I don't know how many of you like statistics or analytics, but it's been really interesting looking to see what is received, how well is, you know, it's received, the interactions and everything. And I gotta tell you, I've come to a conclusion. None of it makes sense. Like the algorithm for reels, like it's just, the funny thing is it seems like the ones that I put the least amount of work into are the ones that actually do well. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., right? Hi, Joanna, how are you? Right? I know, I had fun with that one. I should finish that whole page in Pointillism. Like, it's just, you can really spend a lot of time, eliminate all of the white in between the dots and really have it be really intense. All right, so we're gonna use number 38 now. This is kind of like the one color that's kind of like a blue-green. So we're gonna use that as our contrasting shadow color. Most of you know that I like to do that unless I'm feeling adventurous and I want to use the black. Ooh, you know what we haven't gotten out for this though? We should get a blender pencil, and our white Prismacolor. When I do the Ergosofts, I'm not so strict as to brand, where I will use either the white Prismacolor or the blender pencil to make it darker. Hi, Pamela, how are you? If it helps, Evelyn, they're all put away now. And right, Melissa? I know, I saw that one that you did that got like over 1 million views, and you're like, whoa. It's like, hello, Miss I Went Viral. But yeah, if it makes you feel any better, Ev, they're all put away now. And I used my Pablos today, and I put them away when I was done. It's amazing. Catherine, hello, Catherine, how are you? Like doing pointillism with markers. They use some wonderful stuff with Pentel markers. Now there's a huge variety of fine tips, right? Yeah, I find that when I am going to do pointillism, I do it with markers. Because like with pencils, you kind of have to press and sort of like minusculely scribble at the same time. And I find that it's easy with markers. People who haven't seen it do me before, they assume that I'm like mashing the tip and that it's going to like get broken or something or whatever else. But you really don't have to press that hard. So it kind of works out. It's Steve who got 1 million views. Melissa, she posted a reel where she was painting with watercolor. She just like did a swatch and it showed like one scene with her swiping the brush on it. And then I forget what the middle one was. And then she was painting her swatch and it just like blew up. And I was like, whoa, it was awesome. Bonnie, did I say hi to you? If I didn't, I apologize. He is starting to feel a little bit better. You know, it's good days and bad days for sure, but it's slowly starting to heal up, I think. All right, so we're gonna use number 3, which was the darker blue we had before. We're gonna do her little shirt here. But yeah, I mean, it's slow healing. The doctor said it was gonna hurt for, you know, the full 3 to 4 weeks. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, we're gonna use our, this is kind of like, this is a, number 35 is kind of like a blue-green kind of teal color. So as far as the paper in here is concerned, with its color, I almost imagined that it was gonna be kind of like Secret Garden level. You've been lurking? Oh, sounds good. Right? Like, I don't know. I get that it's gonna move towards video, and a lot of people are upset about that. In fact, I even saw, we need to choose a color. We should do pink and yellow for this. That there were actually people signing a petition for them to like bring back, all they want is for the algorithm not to favor videos over pictures, which I totally get, because like the way that my Instagram is like now versus what it used to be is immensely different. And big part of that is because it favors videos. But it's not just like videos that you post. You can't even do a post that is just a video now. It automatically categorizes it as a reel. And we are using number 25. I like this pink because it's not quite, it's a slightly warmer pink in comparison to the number 20. Oh, the Tim Tams. Yeah, the Tim Tams are gone. It's something, I will say, it is encouraging in the sense that I don't know, I didn't realize that Instagram was favoring the reels as much. You know, now everybody kind of knows that. But I was starting to feel like, okay, well, what have I changed? You know, what have I been doing wrong that, you know, pictures that used to get a certain level of engagement aren't getting them anymore? And I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. And then when I realized it was the videos, I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know, I can start leaning my thought process towards figuring out that. Now, I never want any of the reels that I post to get spammy, but the fact of the matter is, if this is the way Instagram is going, then I'm gonna have to cater to Instagram. And, you know, as much as people are upset about it, if we've learned anything from Facebook, changes are going to be made. And no matter how upset that we get about them, they're probably not going to change. Right, Melissa? I know, exactly. Do I need to send more? Yeah, Loretta, it's completely different now. Now, I don't have any desire to really go over to TikTok. I like Instagram where it's at. I follow a lot of art accounts and a lot of dog accounts because who are we kidding? Everybody loves those doggos because they're absolutely adorable. And since I don't have a dog, I can live vicariously through all of them. So I feel like I'm starting to kind of get in the rhythm in it. And, you know, like I said, this past, you know, few weeks or month or so, I've been posting different kinds of reels to see, you know, what gets the most engagement. So I don't know. Jury's still out. Data is still incoming. I haven't decided yet. Not moving plus a lot of cookies might not be good for me over the next 3 weeks. That is true. He was a trooper today. We did all of the back to school shopping and he hung in there. I did the driving and everything, but he hung in there. And I mean, we were out for a solid like 3 hours today. And it was a big trip, but we got it all done. And now it's the weekend, so he can just kind of relax and rest up and call it good. I get more attention than video reels on Instagram. It's true, but I think I'm sure we'll find a middle ground, a kind of workaround, and you know, who knows? Who knows? Maybe they will listen to the people and at least switch the algorithm a little bit. I mean, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to compete with TikTok, and you know, it's just part of the businessy world. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm going heavier on the outside, and then I'm going lighter as we go in because I'm going to use the number 10 yellow as kind of our inside color. And what that is that actually it's not going to completely turn the pink orange just because we're not going to cover the entire thing in yellow, but they are going to overlap some. And part of that is because when you're blending your colors together, you don't want any really harsh, solid lines. Otherwise it'll just look, well, it'll look like this. It won't look like a blend. No, that's fair. Yeah, we're taking good care of it, and hopefully, you know, they'll start to taper off and slowly begin to heal. What about everybody else? I know we got school coming up. I know some of you don't necessarily have school-age children around anymore, so it might not be relevant, but any plans for the weekend? I know we have a birthday party we need to go to, and I have some summer activities that I set aside that we still haven't done that we need to do. There was this wooden music box thingy that I got for the kids to build on Amazon a couple months ago, actually, before summer started. And honestly, I forgot about it and pulled it out. So I want to try and do that. And then I also got some water balloons. Oh, speaking of water, it rained for like 30 minutes, really heavy today. It was amazing. Like Texas is truly in a drought. So it's like it started raining today and we all were running to the windows and we're like, oh my gosh, it's raining. I keep having dreams of me with your family at Disney World. Last night I was feeding your kids apples and counting mouse ears while you and Steve went on a ride. Ev, I would be cool with that. We can plan a vacation. I've never been to Disney World. So we'll plan a vacation. We'll go to Disney World. You can watch the kids and, you know, Steve and I will ride the rides. Color am I gonna do for the hair? Probably a brown, just because I feel like if I did red, it might clash with the pink. And yeah, I'm partial to brown. I'm a brunette myself, definitely thinking brown. Right, Brittany? I was thinking that, you know, those kind of fluffy pancakes that they make that just really like, they cook them on low and they're like this thick and they cook them by kind of like steaming them. I'll tell you, I have tried to make those, but it is a lot harder than it looks, especially when you're making gluten-free. Rained so much last month, 2 of our drought conditions are completely dealt with now. Oh, nice. We're over the rain amount we need now. There you go. Can you feel the paper and see if you feel it's different? Like it's 2 different types? I don't know. Like I was feeling it, but it all feels... Well, that's interesting though. Now that you say something, like this page has a slightly bit more tooth. I wonder why that is. I just read it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Shannon. You do something wrong. I missed it. I do have a lot to say. See, I'm a lady who likes to talk, and you guys have given me a microphone on a conversation where you can only hear me. So this is on you guys. Yeah, it is a little bit. This one is definitely smoother. It's like, yeah, I don't know, because you know it's kind of folded. That is interesting. I'd love to, please tell me I ain't that crazy. Well, I mean, you're a little bit crazy, but that's why we love you. All right, so we're gonna fill in with number 10 here. The bow is gonna be done the same. The pockets are also gonna be done with the same colors. We'll do the pockets real quick, and then we're gonna move up to her face and her hair. And that is gonna be an interesting challenge because like I said, we're doing this with Ergosofts. They do not have a ton of skin tones. So we're gonna see how that works. Yeah, a little bit. Maybe not quite as thin as Amazon paper, but it definitely has that texture to it for sure. I think that we got a smooth page for the Ergosoft. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do this bow. There we go. Just a little bit. Well, I have the Staedtler fine liners. I have Staedtler fine liners, and I have the Arteza, the Arteza Ink Conic. So you guys want to hear something funny, and I may have told you about it before, but when I got the Inconic fine liners, it was still early in my review days, and I really hadn't figured out a formula for how I wanted to film them yet. And I was still kind of nervous about it and still just thrilled that Arteza was sending me things. Anyway, I did the video doing the entire thing, calling them Iconic. Like, I literally ignored the N in the name, and I uploaded it, and I was so proud, and I was excited. And we're gonna use number 10 here. And I emailed the link to Arteza. I had finished it late the night before, and I posted it. And so, of course, it had been online all night. And I get an email from Arteza in the morning. And they're like, so the video's great, but you said the name wrong the whole time. And I'm like, oh no. Like, I was just mortified completely. So I pulled the video. I re-edited the audio on it, but I was just mortified. I thought for sure they were never gonna send stuff like ever again. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna think I'm completely nuts. I don't even know the product. Like, it was just one of those things. And I called them the wrong name for the entire video. And I was just like, you better believe that I double check, triple check, and quadruple check like the names of the products, because it's like Maggie and Terrios. When I filmed the video with her, the interview, like, I had to practice her name. We were both just cracking up at the beginning because despite the fact that I knew it was Enterios, we had to restart it like 3 times because I kept saying Enterios. Like, this is my brain. Yes, I do. I have the whole collection. All right, so now I'm going to use a little bit of 38 for our shadow color on her apron. She has a little bit of a fold in her apron, so we're going to follow that line. If you're ever wondering where to put your shadows, you know, a lot of times it's going to be areas that are overlapped. So obviously she's got her sleeves, so that's why I'm adding a little bit of shadow there. But if there isn't a ton, just kind of follow the line of what the drawing is. So we have the edge here, so I've added a little bit more there. Of course, it's going to be a little bit more shadowed under her sash and giving it that little bit of shadow. And we're not doing a ton. We don't have very dramatic shadows for the Staedtlers. I don't usually do them for the Staedtlers. Whenever I use these, it tends to be a fairly kind of rainbowy, you know, pastel kind of color scheme. But that's just the way that it is when I do these. Now, we could use a white, which we may still, but we're going to leave that there for now. Wrote down and got the Faber-Castell black labels. I need you to swatch review this. Yes, let me know. This will be my bonus for getting stuff done. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, so let's go ahead and move up to her skin tone and her hair, and we're gonna see how this works. So for skin tone colors, we have some browns. Okay, so we've got this one. I'll read off the numbers here in just a second. We've got this one. We've got a slightly darker brown. We've got, let's see, we've got kind of like a peachy color. We're definitely gonna bring in the yellow, and we will be using the white Prismacolor. And then we are going to grab, let's see, we also have some dark browns, and I think we will also use the number 25. So I'm not saying we're gonna use all of these, but I'm grabbing all the potential. Oh, hi, Kat, how are you? Oh, thank you, Kat. So we are going to use the number 76. We are going to use, what do we have here? We've got 49, number 73, number 16, number 43, number 10, and number 25. So we're gonna start lightly. Like I said, we don't have any real kind of light peachy tones. And so we are gonna be using some of the browns, but we're gonna be going light, and we are going to lower the vibrancy, and so she doesn't get really kind of orangey skin with the white Prismacolor, which I absolutely love. I get them in 12 packs, and she's, you know, got kind of a young face, so it's not like we need to do any like kind of heavy makeup or anything. Right? I know, I've got some Arteza pencils. I wanted to try and get to them, but truth be told, because the kids are home from school, it is harder for me to find quiet time to do like filming and voiceover. So I'm gonna get to them. I will, I just gotta find some time to do it. Ooh, Arteza pencils on this paper. I'll have to try them. So let's go ahead and start with number 73. I don't want to dive in with the 76 unless I need to, but this is the next level up for the browns. We're going to start with 73 and we're going to go really light. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see or not. Try to keep my hand out of the way. Okay, so we're going to go really light. I am not pressing very hard because I do not want this to get orangey. And this could work with, honestly, any kind of face that you're working on, whether it's a kid face or an adult face or anything. So there's going to be shadow where her hair is overlapping her face. Now, it's a child, so we're not doing, I assume it's a child, or maybe it's just a really, really tiny lady. But either way, she doesn't scream to me like she's got super high cheekbones or super heavy makeup. So we're just gonna kind of go for a little bit of cutesy. There's no eyebrows or anything, so we don't need to worry about that. But we're just gonna carefully go along the jawline here. Like I said, we're going lightly. She's got her nose here, so we'll go ahead and bring up along the bridge of the nose where there would be eyebrows. Okay, let's see. We got a little bit of her chin. We can bring that around. And then we can go a little bit where the crease of her eye would be. Again, this is very, very light. It's a lot easier to add more than it is to take away the color. And I'll look up at chat in just here, just a little bit. Okay, so that was the, how do you do blue? Oh, how do you do blush? So that is where you would tie in the number 25, and we will use a little bit of that. But again, not much because she is younger. So, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not putting a 9-year-old in makeup. Okay, so number 25, we're gonna go a little bit here. Now this brown here is still a little too orangey for what I wanna do, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna get in the rest of the colors because we need to add the number 10 still, and then we're gonna go over it with the white, and that is going to lighten the vibrancy. We're not necessarily, you know, taking away, if you were to desaturate a page, that's making it more black and white, but lowering the vibrancy makes it so that the colors aren't quite as bright. Who just came in? Did I miss someone? Let's see. Thanks, Bonnie. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and use it again. We're gonna do it lightly because we don't want her to end up orange. We're gonna use number 43, and this is kind of like our light orange color. Okay, we're gonna go over that brown a little bit, around the pink. Like I said, we're going really light. With such a small set of pencils with no peach tones, you just kind of have to make it work. And thankfully, because, you know, it's such a little, this is definitely more of a cartoony style illustration. So it's not something like Christine Karen's where we have loads of detail on the face. All right, now we're gonna go lightly with the number 10. And then once we have the white down, we can always put a little bit more on top and work on the shadows just a little bit more. So, I mean, if this was a larger face, this would look way just awkward and everything because, I mean, it's yellow and it's browns, but we're gonna make it work. So now, Ashley, how are you, Ashley? Oh, we've missed you. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and use the white. Now, I don't recall what I last used the white on, so especially when you're doing something light, always check the tip of your white pencils to make sure you aren't bringing any other colors on top. And I am just going to, I'm pressing kind of hard, but also I don't want to snap the lead, so I know my hand's covering it a little bit, but we are gonna blend it over the top here. And what this is gonna do is this is going to lighten and kind of take out some of that bright yellow. I mean, we went really light because we did not want this to look, you know, orangey or you know, like she's jaundiced. All right, so I'm pressing pretty hard. And there's still a little bit of that yellow. But what we could do to kind of bring that down a little bit, and we're gonna have to go oh so light just because, yeah, you don't want to press hard when you're doing this kind of layering. We're gonna take the number 25 and we're just gonna go very lightly over that yellow. And that's gonna get us a little bit of a peach tone. And I know that it looks really light and it doesn't look like much now, but you know, when you're doing something this small, we're gonna use a little bit of number 76 and we're gonna add a bit more shadow to her. We'll be going over again with the white. And this is gonna help balance some of that color as well. Like I said, when you're using a set that doesn't really have skin tones, that definitely makes it a little bit easier. But honestly, I mean, you have, you know, red, blue, and yellow, your primary colors. The idea is if you have red, blue, and yellow, and you have white and black, you could pretty much make any color that you need for it. It's just a matter of figuring out how to layer. Now with paint, that's gonna be obviously much easier, but. Evelyn, oh my goodness. Holy heck, did that just get us, to our 75? Exclamation point, hi. Thank you, Evelyn. Get those handy dandy hype emotes in there. Let's see, let's pull up, that should, oh, look at that number flying. Guys, we just hit our membership goal, and what that means is that just unlocked a new emote. So when we come back, I'm gonna have a new emote for you guys. Maybe I'll get some votes for what it is, but Evelyn has been donating amazingly and giving everybody the chance to have a membership, which I absolutely love. Evelyn, you are beyond generous. So I think what I'm gonna do to help celebrate us reaching our next membership milestone is after this stream, I'm gonna set it up starting tomorrow. We're gonna run a sale in the Etsy store off all of the coloring pages and all of the stickers. So I will post an announcement in the community tab, so take a look at that. And all of you who just got a membership from the wonderful Ev, go ahead and head over to the community tab because there is a members only coloring download that you can get your hands on. Ev, thank you, Ev. Oh my goodness. Let's see, who do we have? I'm gonna have to scroll up because I'm not getting my side notifications here. Let's see, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Who do we have here? Let's see, Brittany, Kathleen, Palma, Brandy, Nicole, Pickwick Turtle, and Jill, and Colorful Pirate, and Holly, and Annette. Welcome, welcome to our coloring family. Want to get that membership goal. Evelyn, I think that since you got us all the way here, oh my goodness, you have been amazing. Evelyn, I want you to message me later and let me know what you think the next emote should be. I think that the next emote should be Evelyn themed. I think it should. Brittany, so when you go to the main YouTube page, there's gonna be some tabs where it has, you know, like the videos or playlists, but you should see a community tab. If you click on the community tab, that will take you to any kind of posts that I've made about the channel. Usually if I have to cancel stream or we are doing polls or votes, that is where you're gonna find it. So go ahead and take a look there. And there is a post specifically for members and you can get your free color and download there. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm so excited. Ooh, we're gonna have to see what the next milestone is. Oh, yay. Right, it's amazing. Ev, you are such a sweet lady. Oh my goodness. Okay, so her skin's a little yellowy, but we've added some white on top, and I think that's about as good as we can get it when we do not have any peach tones. So I think she looks good. Now, if we wanted to, look at that. I love all the little hearts popping up. I love it. Let's go ahead and use a little bit of our black. This is our number 9. Now, I know we have lighter colors on here, but I want her eyes to stand out just a little bit more. So we're just gonna take the black there, and a little bit on her nose and a little bit on her mouth and help that to stand out from her skin tone a little bit. Oh my gosh, look at all those hearts. I love it. Right, Ev? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do her hair now. So we are gonna do brown. Let's grab this one out of here. Tori, what happened? The wonderful Evelyn, she just handed out some memberships to some of our awesome viewers. That's so exciting. Plus, just to see that number we're up to 79 now. We're up to 79. Oh my word. Oh no, wait a minute. Ev, are you working towards the Bob Ross goal? For those of you who don't know, on the last stream, we're using number 77. On the last stream, I made the mistake of saying that if we get to 200 memberships, I will do a stream where, yes, I will be on camera, but I will be dressed as Bob Ross. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Steve and I were joking about it, and I looked on Amazon, and there is a Bob Ross costume full with the afro and the wig and the palette. A math emoji, but it would never get used. You know it would. How many times have I tried to like math on stream and my brain just doesn't work? Oh my gosh. I see the 10 gift icon. How do I claim it? Well, that one was one where it automatically hands out to it. So if gifted memberships go out, sometimes a notification will pop up on the bottom where you need to opt in for accepting a membership. So you made it opt in. I couldn't tell you where to find it right now, but usually something pops up in the bottom that says, hey, there were some gifted memberships given out. If you want a chance to get your gifted membership, make sure you opt in. And I think there's an opt-in button. But yeah, I looked on Amazon and there is a full-on Bob Ross wig, all of it. Actually, I am here for it. Right? It'll absolutely. Bob Emily Ross, right? But not math word problems. No, math is not my, I don't math. There's a reason I married Steve. Oh my gosh. But I said it and I clarified it, and that pop-up is quick. It absolutely is. Yeah, it really is. It's up fast. I see it pop up on my own, but I was like, that'd be super awkward if I ended up with a membership to my own channel. But I cleared it with Steve because what I also said that I would do is that at 300, Steve would join me in his own. Oh, thank you. Treat yourself to a Bob Ross.
Treat yourself to a Bob Ross costume. Smiley face.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Let's get some hypes in chat for Elizabeth. Oh my goodness, you guys are all so sweet. Exclamation point hype with those handy dandy hype emotes. Well, Joni, I'm so glad. Welcome. We are just having a bunch of fun here tonight. For those of you who didn't see at the beginning or didn't notice, we are coloring in Eriy Romantic Country, the second book, and we are using the Staedtler Ergosoft colored pencils. And we are talking about the possibility of my coming on camera dressed up as Bob Ross. We'll have to do like full-on Bob Ross voice. We'll make happy little trees all over the place. I have a Bob Ross lunchbox somewhere. But I did check. Like I said, it's got the beard, it's got the afro, it's got all the things. So it's a possibility. It's a real possibility. Am I mildly afraid that it'll actually happen? Absolutely. Was that Siri who just spoke not too long ago? Not here. It's only me talking. I do like to talk. But no, I have Siri off. She creeps me out half the time. She's not helpful. I was doing that thing where you like hum a song and you can like hum it to Siri and ideally she will tell you what song it is. And she's like, let's look up or let's like, I was humming the song and I said, you know, hey Siri, what song am I humming or whatever? And she's like, well, let's listen. So she listened and she's like, let's pull up iTunes. It's just like, iTunes doesn't help me. I don't know the name of the song I'm singing, Siri. So even though I haven't been in chat, I've been watching. I just watched Emily on my TV. Kelsey, I'm so glad. Well, I recognize your name, Kelsey. You've been around. I appreciate you. Oh, yes, yes, yes. The automated voice. Yeah, I put in, see, I don't hear it. You guys hear it on the alerts. But yeah, it pops up. And so if you do like a super chat, you can actually type in, like when it gives you an option to type in something, then the little robot voice will say it for you. Yeah, the message when you donate. Yeah, exactly. You can type in a message and put it there. Like really, really big streamers, they only have it on for like really large donations. Like there's some gaming streamers, and I'm talking about streamers that have like, you know, 16,000, 20,000, like a ridiculous amount of viewers. And so they obviously get a lot more trolls and such. And so they have to be careful what can be, you know, said on stream. But, you know, we got a nice little family, a nice little, my robot pal, a nice little community here. And, you know, it's, I like our little group of people. Truth be told, I don't know if I'd want to do a stream with like 20,000 people. I wouldn't be able to read chat. It'd just be, you know, flying, running. With enough motivation, we can get that goal reached. Oh my gosh. Yeah, for that would be something. Like I said, we'll have to do like the whole like voice and everything. It'll be like a full-on in-character Bob Ross stream. It'd be hilarious. With the snap emoji. Well, I haven't snapped any pencils. I haven't snapped any pencils. So, you know, and that doesn't happen too often. What was the new one we made? I think it was exclamation point bloop for the pencil leads to just fall out. If that ever happens, that or for Ergosoft, it really is just kind of the bloop because it just sort of bloop falls out of the pencil. But yeah, so for those of you who are new, we use Nightbot for a lot of our commands. So we have some silly commands. like exclamation point bloop. We have exclamation point late. We have a bunch of them. There it is, yeah. As the lead dejectedly falls to the desk, a sad bloop can be heard emitting from the barrel of the pencil. No, we missed the snap. Well, I'm not snapping my Ergosofts. Maybe if I use the color softs on stream, we'll get more snappage. So I am just using number 77. Yeah, there we go. All the commands there. We have so many commands. I need to go through and clean up the commands a little bit, to be perfectly honest. Like, some of them are tied in with like old color-a-thons and everything like that. Like, there's a lot of them. I have, you know, relevant. I almost made a list of them the other day and then I never finished it. There you go. Yeah, Bob Ross and painting trees. We could make it a painting stream. You gotta type exclamation point bloop. The exclamation point is what triggers the Nightbot, right? I love bloop. Bloop is such a happy little world. You can thank Shannon for the bloop. Absolutely. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and use number 76. 76. Now it's not hugely different from number 77, at least not in this aspect, because we're doing the little flicks, as we call it. And we're just doing this because we want our hair to have a little bit of shine, a little bit of body. Right? Love bloop. It's so cute. Bloop. Oh, man. We have a few of them. We have a bloop and snap are my favorite, right? Well, and then the bloop and snap, the snap emoji can go hand in hand with it. Of course, I know I have the little lines on it to make it seem like it's a sudden snap, but yeah, snap and bloop. Okay, so that was number 76. Let's go with number 49. I may not know much, but by golly, I know what a bloop sounds like. Poor Flick got his tongue off. Actually. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Are we coming back? Hang on. I told you I had a workaround tonight. Give it a second. Hold on. Okay, chat. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back, okay? I gotta fix the little camera. So hang on. Don't go anywhere. Okay, are we back? Are we back? Like I said, I had to do a workaround for tonight's thing. I'm gonna take the weekend. I'm gonna figure out what went wrong with the connection, but I was just like, I just needed to get to work for tonight. And we're back. All right, we're back. Woo! Oh, was Shannon singing? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Oh, Shannon was serenading, was all entertaining you. Yes, we're back. Okay, sweet. All right, welcome back everyone to me. Okay, so we're gonna use number 49. Okay, and we're getting some of this lighter brown color in here. Let's see. Oh, sounds good, Elizabeth. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, awesome. No, Joni, Prismacolor are great. Now, I mean, Prismacolors, you know, pre-2010 were even better, but Prismacolors are still good. I do have some frustrations with them breaking sometimes, but honestly, they're still, I still go back to them. There are times that I, you know, especially like skin tones and stuff, like as many qualms as I have with Prismacolor, they are still good. I think they are a good pencil to have in your repertoire of pencils. Yeah, they're good. They're real good. They're smooshy. We've actually been using them a bit more here lately. I'm trying to think, as far as pencils that are budget friendly, like if you were to invest in one set of pencils and you didn't want to spend much more than like $100 or, you know, around 100, I would say Prismacolors for sure. So that was number 49. Now we're going to use number 16. Prismacolors for sure. I love the Staedtler Ergosoft. Like they are an amazing like travel with pencil just because they're a small set, but they're just incredibly versatile. Like I love them so much. I'm trying to think. Della, hello Della. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with it. I mean, most college courses, they will say, you know, they'll say, get yourself some Prismacolors because they're just, you know, a great kind of starting pencil. I do love the Arteza pencils. There's some really good oil pencils. There's even a ton of really good like budget ones, like the Brutferners are really good. The Colors, you get so many pencils. Like they are surprisingly good pencil, especially for the price. Like Colors are what, like $40 for like, what is it? Like I think we have what's the red tin? Is the red tin like 180? My favorite marker, if you use markers really, I don't know. That depends. Are we talking water-based markers or alcohol-based markers? So for water-based markers, I don't use them often, but when I do, it's usually, I just feel like I made that. I don't use markers often, but when I do, it is the Staedtler fine liners. I like those ones because they're kind of teeny tiny and they're good for that. But for alcohol markers, if you cannot afford Copics, then I would say the Arteza Everblends. Which reminds me, I told you guys that I would ask Arteza about oil pencils and refills. So according to my contact, I did hear back from her about it and I keep forgetting to tell you guys. So as far as oil-based pencils are concerned and Arteza, no, there is no immediate plans to come out with oil-based markers, but it could be something they could consider in the future. Either which you prefer, definitely the alcohol ones. If I have to choose a marker, I'm going to do the alcohol, and that is because they blend so much more easily. The downside is they tend to be a little bit expensive. If you wanted a small set to try out with, Copic has really good 6-count markers. The skin tone set that they have is really good. I forget how much it is. I want to say it's 30 or 40 for the 6 set, but they are definitely an investment set of markers. But the plus side is their refills, which brings me to, so then I asked her about the refills for Arteza. I've been waiting for that answer for a little while. And unfortunately, the answer was a little bit vague. They are going to do it. And the way that they break up their series, like they come out with like in Q3, they're going to have such and such a pencils in Q4. So according to my contact, Q4, which I couldn't even tell you when that is because I'm not entirely sure how their schedule is planned out. But Q4 is when they're going to bring out the potential replacements or refills. Either way, I am anxiously awaiting them just because I definitely need some refills on some of mine. Yeah, the best is Copic. Yeah, I use Dual, they're water-based. I want to get the Ohuhu soon. I have heard good things about the Ohuhu. I don't know if Tanya's still here. I know Tanya's used the Ohuhu, if I remember correctly. Shannon, haven't you used the Ohuhu as well? But yes, I have heard good things. Have done Ollie's near them. They have been getting Arteza stuff. They had a bunch of the single color pencils in a 3-pack, and I got a gouache paint set for a steel. Oh, awesome, Chi-Chi. Melissa recently got a gouache set as well. I'll be honest, like I have a couple gouaches, but I haven't really practiced with them much. But the other day, Melissa said that the gouache, you can reactivate them, which I did not know, and that may change my opinion about them. I might try it. Yeah, the skin tone set. Yeah, Ohuhus are really nice. I have the Ohuhu. I love to use them quite a lot. Maybe I should put that on my list to try at some point. Yeah, there are no refillable inks, replaceable nibs. Replaceable nibs are available. Ooh, awesome, Melissa. We're gonna use the number 10 a little bit on the hat. The Arteza ones do have replaceable nibs, the replaceable brush nibs. They have 2 different kinds. If you're gonna get the Arteza, go for the brush nib. But they don't have the refillable or the replacements yet. So that's definitely a downside. I love them so much. They're such good markers. They just need to get to that point where it has the refills. Now it's pretty yellow, but we're gonna bring in some of our, yes, sharpener. Yes, perfect. Yeah, the Doll 133, absolutely. Some of the hard, which ones have you tried? So I do have a number of go-to sharpeners. So this is a battery-powered electrical sharpener from Arteza. Now, I love this sharpener so much. The only downside is they don't have replacement. Like, Arteza is a young company, and I love so many of their products, but they're working on the replace. Like, Arteza's only been on the map for what, like 5 years. Like, it's not much. It's a really young company. This sharpener is really good, and I used it solid for maybe 6 months or so, but the blade is starting to get dull. So until they come out with replacement blades, I've actually kind of put this one to the side a little bit. But my hands down go-to is the Doll 133. However, oh, Joni, thank you for subscribing. For handheld sharpeners, I also recommend the Staedtler handheld. So this is the Staedtler Norris, and this is the regular Staedtler 2-hold sharpener. You will find this one easier than you will this one, but I like the angle at which this one sharpens. And in fact, I spoke to Staedtler. Yes, I do actually. I have a Let's Talk. I spoke to representative at Staedtler, and this is the sharpener, the Norris Club, that they recommend for these because of the angle that it sharpens at. So if you're gonna choose between these two, I recommend this one. And I have links for this all in the description below, as well as the Let's Talk episode with all the sharpeners. Actually, Shannon or Kenny, could you guys link that sharpener video in the chat? Is a lot of them lose their opacity and vibrancy. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I like Toggle because you can adjust the Toggle is one that I haven't tried. Oh, the Frugal Crafter. She's so good. She knows so much stuff. All right, we're going to use a little bit of number 35. Let's go ahead and zoom back in and get this back in focus. There we go. We need to do some pancakes before this night is up. Okay, so we're going to use number 35. Let's finish her hat, and then let's do some pancakes. Obviously, we have sections of her that still need to be done, but, you know, we're moving around. And I think that we will continue to work on this one on Wednesday. Give the morning crowd a little bit of it because there's so much to do on this page, so much to do. So we're gonna continue this a little bit for the morning crowd. Okay, we're gonna use number 25. Hi, Julie, how are you? Yeah, I will need to, I'm gonna look at that afterwards. People have been recommending the Toggle for ages and ages. Erin, thank you. Get some hypes in chat for Erin for her super chat. Oh, look at the little, what is that? It's like a little corgi, right? I love those little stickers. They're so cute. Thank you, Erin. Get some hypes in chat. Thank you for that. The AFMAT sharpener. Yes. Corey, Colorfully Optimistic. I think she has the AFMAT as well. And I like the AFMAT eraser, so, you know, it must be pretty decent. Angela, hello, Angela. How are you? All right, let's go and use number 35 here. We're just doing kind of multicolor on her hat, and we're gonna go over it with some white there. Thank you for that. Use a little bit of the 25. There we go. All right, now we're just gonna use white over the top of it. Kind of blend that in just a little bit, soften that. I mean, her, you know, baker's hats usually are kind of white, but we love our multicolors here. So that is what we're mixing in. And then we're gonna add a little bit of shadow with some blue, and she's got some buttons there we should probably do something with. AFMAT electric desk model sharpener is fantastic. How is the point? Because I have a couple other electric sharpeners from Arteza, but I really, I don't like too long and sharp of a point. That is my only thing. If it has too long of a point where it's not gonna support it. I am doing well, Angela. I love watching the field craft. She cracks me up, is really thorough on her views. Right, that video, I can't remember who, I don't know. Let me know if it was you that shared it, anyone in chat. We're using number 63. But you shared about that refilling the Posca pens. I am really curious about that. I haven't tried it yet myself. I haven't been brave enough to break open one of my Poscas. But you know what might be interesting is if we could put some of the white gouache in it. Now, she used water to thin out her white paint. I wonder if something like Floetrol would be too thick for it. See, I don't think bigger color pencils like the Creative Color Mega Color pencils can be sharpened using a Toggle. So the pencils like the Luminance are generally a thicker barrel pencil, and I have found that they work well in, you can do it in here. Like I said, I don't like a long point on my really sharp ones. So something like this one where it's got the graphite end color where the larger hole, usually for something like the larger ones, I hand sharpen them. Okay, let's move over and let's do some pancakes, shall we? Because who doesn't love pancakes? The point is adjustable. There are 3 settings. Ooh, okay. Lumi's working the Toggle. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna write down the Toggle. Like, I know it, but I always forget after I leave stream. I'm gonna look it up because I'm really curious. Because the Toggle is a handheld, right? All right, so we have some syrup and we have some pancakes. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do the syrup first, syrup in the butter, and then we're gonna do the pancakes underneath. I'm gonna get a sip of water first real quick. Thank you, Shannon. All right, so maple syrup obviously has got a nice kind of a light brown sort of like, you know, shine to a glow. What's your opinion on Crayola? I think that it is wonderful that we have a pencil out there for every single budget. Can you create beautiful artwork with Crayola? Absolutely. However, if you have the option to get a better quality set of color pencils, I recommend it. But like I said, you can still create wonderful stuff with Crayola. But as someone who does coloring frequently, like, did I get my kid Crayola for school supplies? Absolutely. But I would recommend something more like, even like the student grade of the Prismacolors would be just fine. I like Crayola more than I like Crazy Art or Rose Art. I am not usually one to say, don't buy this, it's terrible. But I am gonna say that about Rose Art and Crazy Art. You just keep those pencils out of my house. But Crayola, as far as extreme budget color pencils, I mean, I was looking at the prices today because we were looking at school supplies, and you can get a set of like 24 of them for like less than $5. No, less than that, like less than like $3. So, I mean, it's good, but I usually have at least 3 or 4 pencil sharpeners on my desk. It depends on the pencil. Yes, also true. Yeah, so that's the thing. Crayolas are a very hard lead, and I hands down, Crayolas are gonna be great for kids because you can also get washable Crayolas. And, you know, if your children are kind of, you know, just having fun, absolutely Crayola. But like, if I had somebody that was venturing into more creative capabilities, and, you know, obviously if it's a really small child and they like to throw things, definitely Crayola. But if you have an older child that is more responsible with art supplies, I would say upgrade them to something like Prismacolor or even Arteza, or let's see what else. The Staedtlers are great. Actually, the Staedtlers are probably durable. Bo Peep likes her Prismacolors more. Good girl, I like that. Yeah, Crazy Art is just Crazy Art is like the supplies that you get in, like, you know, at restaurants. I don't know, it's just not. Good night, Melissa, have a great night. Hug those boys for me. All right, so we're gonna do number 16, but Prismacolor, absolutely, I love Prismacolors. All right, so 16. We're gonna go ahead and do that in the middle. Now I'm gonna darken up some of the syrup a little bit, so we are going to use a little bit of number 76 right along the edge, kind of underneath here. Go just in different kind of areas, just to make it look like it's flowing a little bit. Ashley, tell us how you really feel. Crayola watercolor, I haven't actually tried those. I haven't. Like I said, I mean, every pencil, I suppose, has its place, but I mean, definitely Crayola for my kids when they're like younger and, you know, they're gonna get tossed around at school. But like, if I was getting my kid like an art set for Christmas and I really wanted to give him something quality, I would definitely venture into the Arteza and the Prismacolor and all of that. Like, as long as they are old enough to have respect for the art supplies, then absolutely dive into it. Steve, you read my mind. Oh my gosh. First sets with Crayola, Color It, and Sue Color. I've heard good things about the Sue Color. Same too. Shannon, why would you do that to me? Why would you even suggest that, Shannon? Like, you know how I got the shakes? Like, I'd be reaching to put the Rose Art in my cart and I'd be like, Rose Art is still available. Shannon, what are you doing? Don't you dare put a link. No, you keep that out of here. Oh my gosh. Prang? Oh, I don't, you know what? I'm not gonna yuck on anyone's yum. You know what? If those are the pencils for you, then more power to you. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Since I've started doing this all, am I a little bit of a pencil snob? Yeah, a little bit. No worries, Renee. Ooh, Renee, what'd you make for dinner? All the back to school supplies are out at Walmart. Yes, we did all of our back to school shopping today. Thank goodness it's over. But it's also nice to be able to just kind of check that off my list. We're only good for doing resin art because they look pretty. There you go. All right, we are going to start on some of these pancakes. So if these pancakes are like the fluffy ones that I've seen before, we're going to do darker on top and lighter on the sides. So we're going to start with number 76. 76. And we're going to do a little browning around the edge. And for underneath the syrup, it's not going to, you're going to see a little bit of it, but not much, just because the syrup is covering it. Okay, and then let's see, let's go ahead and do, let's use a little bit of 49. Barbecue pork chops with mashed potatoes and baby carrots. I didn't have the potatoes. Oh, that's right, you're no starch, right? But still, that sounds amazing. I love that. All right, number 49. That sounds awesome. I'll tell you, we found a really good pad thai recipe, and Steve loved it so much he didn't want to wait on nights where I'm feeling up to making it, so he learned the recipe on his own, and now he makes it. So we have like pad thai once a week. Pencil sharpener problem. Is it a problem if you just like thoroughly enjoy it? Like it's like one of those things where I can stop anytime I want to. I just don't want to. I'm a weirdo when it comes to pencils. Nah, everybody's their own person when it comes to pencils. You do you, boo. All right, so let's see. I want to add a little bit of pink to this. Ooh, the air, really? That's nice. I like that. Ooh, you know what I found? King Arthur makes a boxed mix of just see, this is 20. A box mix of like muffin base. So it's like you can add any of your own mix-ins with it. And it was so good. I added like probably way too many blueberries to it, but it's so good. It's so good. All right, we're gonna use 76 again. I wanna darken the edges up just a little bit more. But yeah, I added blueberries to it and then I froze them and then I just heat them up when I want them and they are absolutely delicious. You know what I did discover today though? Ruffles are not gluten-free. And I'm like, aw. Kim, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to our little coloring family. Counted I'm almost up to 30 different pencil sharpeners. Okay, all right, let me think. Counting my first electric one, I've got, it's an X-Acto brand. So I've got 1, 3 from Arteza, plus the doll. So that's 5. I have multiples of these. Do you count multiples of some of these? Because if we do, I have like 5 in total of these. So that's like 10 plus little hand. Okay, so I've got like 12 or 13. I don't know. Is that a lot? Yes, Cheetos and Fritos are gluten-free. That is true. Gotta stick with them, Lays. Oh, I wanted some Ruffles. What is it? The cheddar and sour cream. They're so good. It's all right. I gave them to Steve and he was not opposed. Cherry muffins with almond slices. Yes, Deborah, it's amazing. So you just get the box and you can literally add in. And I wondered if like the flavor would change because, you know, a lot of times you just add, you know, more vanilla or whatever else. But honestly, it was good. I wouldn't have known that they weren't meant to be blueberry, that they're just a plain base and you can add in whatever you want. All right, so number 49. I also found, and I haven't tried it yet, we were trying out a different grocery store briefly, and I found a Krusteaz brand, Krusteaz, Krusteaz, Krusteaz brand of like a measure for measure flour. I haven't tried it yet. I do still like my King Arthur one, but I was just like, okay, it's a little bit cheaper than the King Arthur brand, so we'll give it a shot. I will have to let you know when I try it. Talking about different styles because I have at least a dozen Tagalls at the moment. Okay, all right. I clearly need, Ev, have you done a sharpener video yet? Because if you haven't, with that many sharpeners, you absolutely need to, because I would love to hear your opinion. They're sour. Oh, there probably are. I've even found some replicated like Dorito knockoffs. I couldn't remember the brand, mostly because I tried them and they tasted like feet. Not that I regularly eat feet, because that's weird and I don't eat feet. Just so I clarify that, this is not a channel where we eat feet, people. But you know, feet can be stinky, and if you taste something, you're like, well, this is just horrendously awful. You could just say it tastes like feet. But yeah, they were terrible and awful, but they were like, there's some cauliflower stuff that's good. So this is number 10. There's some cauliflower stuff that is good. Like there's a cauliflower pizza that I like. But I had high hopes for this particular chip, and I was like, well, this was a complete mistake. Ronnie, clarification, please. Yes, Emily Illustrator is not held responsible or liable for anyone who decides to try and see what feet taste like. Please do not involve me in your crimes. If you're anything 15, I need to do another since I got more. Okay, cool. I'm going to check that out because I want to see what your opinion of the sharpeners are. But I think I definitely need to get the Tagal, if nothing more than to try it out. The seat are good. I haven't tried that. Is that a chip brand? All right, so we're gonna do number 76. You would be surprised how many things legally I should clarify myself up when I talk on here. Oh my gosh. All right, number 76. I mean, I assumed that they wouldn't hold me liable for any feet tasting, but you know, we're just gonna cover our bases. That is true. But baby feet are one thing. Baby feet are friggin' adorable. They're so chubby and their little toes are just so little. We had a friend that came over for coffee, and we were just talking about, you know, babies and baby clothes. She's got a little baby. And I pulled out some of my kids' baby clothes, and I was looking at the little socks and the little bibs and the tiny little onesies. All right, we're gonna use a little bit of white on the side with our pancake here. Because who are we kidding? Baby feet are just adorable. Love the taste of Fritos. Okay, for some reason, before I read Fritos, like I literally almost went into, I'm talking feet, and I almost thought you were gonna say, I love the taste of feet. And I was like, well, I mean, teach his own. Some of us used to stand over me while I worked and eat Fritos. Oh no. Briar Patch is signing off. Sounds good, Briar Patch. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Please try the hippiest vegan puffs since they're gluten-free. I have 4 or 5 different flavors. Cheeto Puffs are currently come in at all, don't currently come in at all. Interesting, I haven't heard of those. Can you get those just like at Target? Yes, dairy, gluten, soy, sugar, free, paleo, and vegan. Oh my goodness, that's cool. Okay, I'll have to look at it. Great tortilla chip. I like the blue corn tortilla chips. I like those a lot. Ooh, you know we haven't done yet? The butter. We need to do the butter. Let's see. Let's do a little bit. Don't touch my feet. Yeah, I'm not a feet person. Not so much. Okay, cool. I'll have to check it out. All right, so we're going to use number 16. We want to get a little bit of goldenness on that butter. And then we're going to use a little bit of number 10. Yeah. That's good butter. I like that. I want to make the syrup a little bit darker though. Hi, Christine. How are you? All right. So we're going to do number 76. And we're going to make this a little bit darker. There we go. Just a little bit because it is syrup. Love me some syrup. Honestly, I do have a very strong weakness for waffles and pancakes and all the things. But you want to know something interesting? And you know, obviously all of our bodies are completely different and everyone should love themselves no matter what. But sometimes it's kind of validating when your doctor, so like I had to go see her the other day, and recently there was some, let's see, we're gonna use number 76. There was, I've just had some life changes, and said life changes has put a little bit of weight on said meat. Not much, but you know, it's enough to make, you know, a pant size difference. But she just, she mentioned it, and she's just like, nah, you're healthy right now. Like, this is exactly where you should be at. And, you know, as much as when you see changes, you're all like, oh, I didn't want that to happen. It's always reassuring, especially when your doctor tells you you are exactly perfect, just the way you are. You're healthy, you know, BMI is perfect. And it's just like, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't be so hard on myself. But aren't we all like that? Like, we're all a little hard on ourselves sometimes. And so getting that reassurance and that validation sometimes is just nice. Right, Deborah, I love pancakes. And so for me, I'm just like, she said I'm healthy. I can keep eating my pancakes and waffles. Oh, Christine, how was it? Yes, pictures. Oh, wait, baby kitties. Baby kitties, what? The star son popped his passing his mom. Handed him a cookie. That's adorable. Wait, what did Christine say about kitties? Oh, baby kitty. Yes, pictures. We have a whole Discord for pets. Oh, yes, we need baby kitties. But it's just those little things, you know, like you like the reassurance sometimes. An outside source that, you know, well, she's your doctor. She can tell you if you're healthy or not. And she said you are exactly where you should be. And it's just like, oh, okay, I can eat my pancakes and waffles. All right, we're gonna use a little bit more 76 because they are stacked. They are stacked. We're gonna have a little bit of shadow underneath the pancake. There we go. All right, let's go ahead. Oh my gosh, I would too. I've never been to like an actual Blick store. Like I was at Michael's today. I was just like, I don't know about you guys, but like we have Michael's and we have Hobby Lobby. And like Michael's is kind of like compared to our Hobby Lobby, but Michael's is closer. So I don't know. All right, we're gonna do this other pancake and then we're gonna move on to a different section. So let's see, let's do number 49. I would love to go to a Blix, like an actual in-store Blix. Like, do they have all of the open stock pencils that they usually have like online? And partially part of it is because it's so expensive to, well, not expensive. I mean, if you don't meet the 75 or what is it, like $75 or whatever for shipping for Blix, like, you know, then you have to pay the shipping. So I was trying to wait and do a big order at Blix. But you know, if you had a store, you could just go in and get what you needed and be done. Meeting fudge, that sounds delicious. You eat away. I love it. The nearest Blick to me is not too far from the MARTA Midtown Station. Okay, that's cool. All right, so number 10, right there. Use a little bit of that yellow. Then we're gonna get a little bit more of that dark brown. Right, Ev? Seriously. One of these days, Ev, we're gonna have to make that happen. I don't know when, but one of these days. That would be a super fun trip. All right, and then let's use a little bit of number 49. Get a little bit more of that in here. Okay. And a little bit more of number 76. There we go. All right, how are we feeling about these pancakes? I swear it is so much more vibrant. You know, partially what it is because the workaround I had to do tonight, it slightly lowers the quality of what you all are seeing. It's not as crisp as it usually is. Fingers crossed I can figure out what the issue is for next time. But yeah, I'll take a picture of it so you guys can see what we've been working on. Let's do her little stool here. Let's do her stool. Blick is only about an hour and a half for me, and it's right next to a Hobby Lobby. Nice. Anybody know if there's a Blick in Houston? Maybe I need to make a trip to Houston. Houston's pretty close to me, ish. It's in drivable distance. Our zoo is one of the last. Wait, it's free? How do they do like public donations to keep the zoo running? All right, we're gonna do number 38. How does that work? Went to the Hobby Lobby. Yeah. It's either way, craft stores are a dangerous place for me to be. Like, I just went in there for just a couple small items. I spent less than like 10 bucks there. Did I want to linger and browse? Absolutely. Ooh, let me see. Is it in Discord? Let me take a look. Gosh, that just looks so bright. Oh, well. Maybe if I lower it just a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit more accurate. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up Discord. Pull up Discord, go to the pet section. Hang on. Oh, it's a kitty. Oh, she is pretty. Oh, kitty, Miss Olive. She's so cute. Right, Christine? Oh, I know the feeling. Oh, I love kittens. Oh my gosh. We had to go to PetSmart today because Nibbles needed some supplies. And do you know what I found out? Oh, baby Torty. We have a little Torby. On Fridays at this PetSmart, adoptions are free. And they had the cutest kittens in there today. They had kittens and like little preteen kittens, and they were so cute. We had to tear the kids away from it. We can't have any more pets, and not to mention our older kitty. She's already annoyed with Annie. Like, we can't bring another cat into the dynamic, but oh my goodness. There's a Blix Art Materials in Houston. Ooh. I might need to make my way to Houston at some point. I might need to do that. That would be sweet. Maybe for whenever my birthday comes up again, I'll be like, all right, Steve, for my birthday, I want to go to Houston and I want to go on an art shopping spree. Hi, Alicia, welcome. All right, we're gonna use a little bit of number 50. That might be worth the trip. Plus, I know a few of you around Houston. I'll be like, all right, for my birthday, I'm having a coloring meetup in Houston and we're all going to Blix. Oh no, Christine, can you imagine if we all met up in Houston and there was like a group of us that went into Blix? We would just like invade the store and be like, everyone would go running as the hordes of colorists invade the colored pencils. Oh, Bubbles is displeased. Oh no, Bubbles. Right, Renee? We would just descend on the whole store. All right, we needed to do her boots, and I want to do little brown boots. Right? They'd run and hide. Be like, we are here for your pencils. Muhaha. Oh my goodness. It's only a 14-hour drive, but it's doable. Well, if you do like St. Louis to Houston, it's just a quick hop over. It's all cool. It'll be like because for when I went to Scotland, you know, like I saved up for a year and then, you know, I bought my ticket a year in advance. That's what it'll be. I'll start saving now and we'll just do this massive trip to Houston and I'll just get art supplies and we'll stay at a hotel. We'll go out to eat. It'll be great. Oh, no Blake art materials at all. Oh, man. Well, wait, what did you see? There's a Blix art material. Oh, wait a minute. I thought you said there was a Blix art material in Houston. I'm confused. I got pencils. I got watercolors. I got gesso. is it gesso or gesso? I don't know. I got some white paint pens. Nice. You got pan pastels. Talk about a haul. That's awesome. See, don't you just love a good trip to the art store? It's so fun. It's so fun. Okay, let's use a little bit of 73. So it's a little bit of a brown. We're gonna lighten that brown just a little bit. I think I wanna bring in a little bit of black on her boots. We're gonna get some shadow in here. We're just having fun with these pencils. Nice little fun picture. Okay, so we're using that little bit of brown. I should not have gone by myself. Oh, I gotcha. Well, still, a meetup in Houston would be fun. One of these days. I'm telling you, like, I need somebody to just like put together a coloring convention. We would have a blast. Like, get all illustrators to, you know, fly in and have, you know, do panels, colorist panels. Get all the YouTubers. All right, so we're gonna use 73 again. We would just descend on Houston and it would be just this massive crafting convention. All right, number 76. That would be pretty epic. Right, Ronnie? You do a meet in Columbus at the same time, do FaceTime and stuff for those who can't go to Houston but are close to Columbus, Ohio, right? We just need to know. We need like a colorist go on tour, and we just travel the entire world. We're gonna get a bus, and then put that bus on a boat, and then we'll take the boat to Europe, and we'll go everywhere. Ooh, I bet you that one was good. Texas Art Supply. Okay, okay. Oh, the YouTube star. You know, I know that they do like a YouTube kind of meetup where like it's a creators thing. I think Sarah Renee Clark just went to something like that. But I think that one's definitely more for like YouTubers like the level of Mariah Elizabeth and Jazza and all the other ones. Not saying we can't get there. Who knows? Maybe this time by next year we'll be super famous. Traveling colorists, right? Like shit. YouTube stars. Yeah, with Chloe. Yeah. All right. Well, if I ever get invited to one of those, if I ever get invited, I will let you all know. Two-story Michaels. Oh my gosh, a two-story Michaels. That's amazing. I think one of the reasons I don't like our Michaels that much is because it's just the organizational factor of it. It's just not good. Plus, it's also kind of small, but still. We could. Maybe we'll go viral because like I'll be using one of my X-Acto knives and like I'll actually hurt myself with it. And then they'll be like, oh, you know that one colorist that nearly cut off her finger? Yeah, we should go watch her. So, you know, that's one way to do it. I should note I am not planning on stabbing myself with an X-Acto knife anytime soon. Do not hold your breath. I mean, it might happen because, hello, it's me, but it's not going to be planned. Oh no, Christine, bring a can of beans. I'm telling you that Rosarita, she had it in for me. She knew that I was going to be clumsy in opening that can. And she's like, all right. She was telling the pantry, she's like, all right, Corn, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're going to keep our lid on and you just wait. She's going to hurt herself. And what happened? I did it. It's like that. It's like that sound that's on Instagram. It's like, I'm not going to do it, girl. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And the next one, I did it. That's totally going to be me. I'm not gonna hurt myself when I open this can. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And then I come to stream with my fingers all taped up and I say, I did it. Okay, we do still buy it, but I can open a can of tuna, no problem. I can open a can of corn. I can open a can of baked beans. You hand me a can of Rosarita and I am not kidding. Legit, I get this tightening in the pit of my stomach and I'm a little afraid for a moment. And I legitimately consider asking Steve to come open up the beans for me because I'm too scared. Like, legitimately. All right, I am outlining the laces with a little bit of black here. Beans are terrifying. Rosarita, you see a pattern. Absolutely, I got a thing. Although, I'm not gonna lie, the name Rosie is pretty cute. If I had a dog, I could maybe name her Rosie. Hi, Katrina. How are you? Yeah, I don't see a lot. Okay, here's my beef with craft stores and carrying like adult coloring books. There aren't like, okay, I see a few Kirby's, I see 1 or 2 Millie Muratas, and just, you know, maybe the newest of Johanna Basford. But then there's all these like off-brand coloring books where the paper is terrible. The line work is terrible. It's an illustrator no one's ever heard of. And then there's like, not to mention, you know, so there's coloring books for everyone out there. But if you want to get people who've never heard of adult coloring into adult coloring, start with some quality books. Otherwise, they're just going to assume that we're all over here coloring in, you know, like the Disney, whatever kids. I don't know. I just feel like whenever I say adult coloring to someone who doesn't understand, they look at me like I'm a crazy person. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a crazy person, but my own level of crazy, you know? Within 10 miles, there's a marked difference between what they carry. Right, exactly. And I bet they do that. They plan that just because they are so close. Okay, we need to do this part of the stool. But like even if you search adult coloring books like on Amazon, you don't always get the super high quality ones. Like I just don't get it. Like why aren't more of the higher quality books showing up? Like those need the advertisement. Like I don't know. I think it just gives people the wrong idea about adult coloring. Well, yeah, their mama's heard of them, of course. but it's just like the impression that they give to people who don't understand adult coloring is just not what it should be. Got into this by going to a small hobby store, buying some Prismas, and there was a revolving rack of Dover coloring books. It was a new thing to me. 2004? Deborah, you've been doing this since 2004? I love that. Oh my gosh. Like, I've been doing art my whole life, but I definitely got started on it when it started to take off with Johanna Basford. So that was 2015. I think Secret Garden first came out in 2013, and it really started to take off once Enchanted Forest came out, which was the book that I first started with. And it just kind of grew from there. And of course, you know, there's so many illustrators on the market. But like I'm saying, why aren't Hannah Carlson's books in the hobby stores? Now, it may be a licensing thing or whatever else, but that is an extremely talented woman, and I feel like she doesn't get the attention, like enough attention. Of course, in the colorist community, we all know her and we support her and we love her so much. But then it's just like, why is this not? Why do not more people know about her? Like, I want more of Hannah Carlson. Just saying. They're amazing. They had wildlife, trains, trucks, cars, landscapes, undersea. See, I love that. I got my senior auditor coloring now. She's seen my stuff and wanted to give it a try. So words, tongue, tripping. Oop, hit the mic. She said she's disappointed because she can't match what I do. I remind her I've been doing this from 2014, right? Exactly. And, you know, it's about enjoying yourself too. You know, comparison is the thief of joy. The most important part is, are you enjoying yourself? If the answer is yes, then keep going. Keep going with it. Yeah, Dover books are good. Okay, so now we're gonna do number 16. Okay, we're definitely going to be using the white on this because it's a little yellower than I would like. So now we're going to use number 76. So I'll catch up on this a little bit too. We still have like 15 minutes, but I'll catch up on this a little bit for next time. Like, I'll color more of the pancakes and stuff. But how do we all feel about continuing this page on Wednesday? We good with that? Give the morning crowd a chance to catch up on what we've been doing. Okay, and then we're gonna use number 16. Here we go. Let's use a little bit more of the dark brown. Yes, please. Awesome. Well, I mean, this was my first Eriy, and I'm feeling good about what we're doing here. I'm not gonna lie though, part of me still wants to do that little piece set of all the little pieces that turns it into 3 you know, 3D stuff. Hi, Sylvie. Love this beautiful page color. I'll grab my book and join you. Oh, awesome, Sylvie. I'm so glad. Let's see. Yes, sounds good. Okay, awesome. I think I told you this before, but I started coloring because I was traveling and I get a lot of co-work. Oh, that's awesome. So she's been watching while she works. I love that. Right, Deborah? I think it would be fun. I've never done anything like that. I just want to figure out a way to mount them so that they stand up. You know what would be cool is if we could put it in like a diorama style, you know, kind of like the things that they build like in school, but obviously like an adult version, and actually like maybe glue them and set them up. Like, that would be cool. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of white on here. So I want to tone down some of that yellow. Okay. But that's just a little too vibrant for my taste for a stool. Okay, there we go. Little bit. Let's put a little bit of, let's see. Plus, I love any excuse to use my Ergosoft. Let's grab a little bit of number 61. Yes, 10 a.m. CST, absolutely. All right, we're gonna use a little bit of 61. I cannot believe we made our membership goal, Ev. You are so amazing. All right, a little bit more, just give a little bit of shadow for her feet here. But yeah, Wednesdays are our morning streams and Fridays are our evening streams. In a 3D adult coloring book? I've never even heard that. I'm getting text over. She's blown away by all the different things Shannon does. Oh, I love that. Yeah, 8 a.m. Pacific time and 11 a.m. Eastern time, I believe. Your goal is 10,000? Wait, 10,000 for what? Or 1,000, sorry. Wait, what's your goal? 1,000 for what? I think I missed a part. What's a 3D adult coloring book, Brittany? Okay, let's see. Oh, subscribers, I gotcha. Okay, so let's do this just a little bit since we are almost at the end. So let's work on the rest of her sleeve here and her arm. Call it. Let's see. Let's do a little bit. Yeah, central. Yep, central time. Yep. Oh, that's awesome, Ev. I'm so glad. Purchase some Dover books. Oh, that's awesome, Loretta. All right, so we're gonna do 63 here. There we go. Like I said, we didn't do very dramatic, a little bit of something on here. We didn't do super dramatic shading on her face, but she's also a child. And if you looked at any kind of child's face, they don't have really sharp bone structure yet. And obviously she's not wearing makeup, so you know. You should just be able to, I wish you could still click like the 3 circles or whatever to go and do that. I don't know why YouTube got rid of that. But yeah, just, oh, exclamation point Ev. Yeah, type in exclamation, yeah, is it Evelyn or Ev? I can't remember. But yeah, exclamation point Ev. Also, if you guys are curious about finding new streamers to watch, you can check out my website. If you go to the recommendations tab, I have a whole long list of YouTubers that I follow, that you should follow, that are super, super awesome. I want to say exclamation point recommend, maybe? Oh no, it was Evelyn. There we go, you got it. Evelyn, stop that. Yes, exclamation point Lurky. That would be our lovely Shannon, who's celebrating her 2-year stream anniversary. Oh my gosh, I am tripping over my words. I swear I can't talk. Ooh, awesome. Nah, you know what? I had goals too. You're all good. You gotta start somewhere, right? Okay. Let's get a little bit of that purple in here. Words are hard. They're so hard, and I swear the later it gets, the harder they are. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're getting our little sleeves done here. She is cute. Okay. There we go. A little bit there, and then we're going to use, what pink did we use? I think we used this one, number 20. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of amp, but that cracks me up every time. Every time. Exclamation point Renee too. We've got Renee on there. We've got Connie. We've even got Sammy, which she's not currently streaming because she recently had a, well, recently-ish. Anyway, she is an adorable little kiddo, but you can watch her streams back. Let's see. There's a whole list of them. I can't ever remember them like on the spot. Oh wait, what did Brittany say? What did she say? The 3D book? Hang on. I missed it. Oh, look at Francois Gautier. He came out with a 3D inspired adult coloring book. Okay, all right, I'll have to look him up. Right, absolutely. I do love this community so much. It has just been, and it's always just so welcoming and everything. It's awesome. I love it. All right, let's use a little bit of the number 38. Okay. Put a little bit at the top here where her hair kind of overlaps her sleeve. Here we go. Okay, and then let's use, I will need to add you, Christine. Shoot me a message. Actually, I think I'm following you. Or I think I'm subscribed to you. Let me write it down, Christine, and next time I update it, I will add you. Christine's coloring and crafts. I want to make sure I get your exact name down. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to you already, but yeah, I'll make sure. Exclamation point, Christine's! Yeah, I have to physically make it. I use a handy little guy called Nightbot, and I can put in all of my custom commands there, and then they can be brought up during chat. It's great for like links that we reuse over and over. So, right, exactly. Exactly. All right, let's use a little bit of purple here. But yeah, I will get you added, Christine. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm already subscribed to you, but I will double check and make sure. Learn to use Nightbot. He's so handy. Plus, when we do giveaways, it's really just so much easier because I can just put in a number and everybody types in their number and it's a randomizer roller and yeah, it works out really well. Okie doke. So number 35. Ooh, you know what I also need to write down? Etsy sale, because I'm going to put that since Ev got us to our 75 goal, I am going to put everything in the Etsy store, all the stickers and coloring pages. Those are all going to go on sale. So if there's anything you've been keeping your eye on, I'll let you know. But I'll post about it as soon as I'm all done with it. So I'll get that updated. Let's see. Let's zoom out for a second. Ah, she's so cute. It's so bright. Oof. I'll be glad when I get that. See, she's much darker than she is now that I'm getting out of the light. So we're definitely getting a little bit of a light glare tonight. When do we see Bob Ross? When I reach 200 memberships, I will dress up in a Bob Ross costume and with full beard and afro, and we will do a stream that's all Bob Ross. It really is. She's amazing. Are you doing any more Arteza giveaways this year? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I will. I'm taking, I'm on a little bit of break because I think we did like 2 of them within a month. And so I don't want to like overwhelm you guys with them. But yes, there will be more in the future. What kind of products are you guys interested in? I know we've done pencils and we've done markers and stuff. But as a whole, what do you guys, from the Arteza line, what are you guys interested in? I know I really like the alcohol markers, but I mean, we can do other things too. We can do other things. I kind of get to choose what it is. It's usually one item, so it's not like we could do like 3 different sets of pencils, or you know, something. It's usually one item. And I like to do something that's worth it for you guys for the giveaways, not just something that's like only worth like, you know, 10, 12 bucks. Maybe something that's slightly a little bit more that maybe you wouldn't always have the chance to get. I like to really open up the opportunities. 200. Yeah, not so. No, 200 memberships, and I will Bob Ross it. That's fair. That's fair. I should get a chance. When I reach 200 memberships, that's when I will dress up as Bob Ross. At 300, Steve will join me. The new watercolor markers? Yes, I have seen those. Yeah. All right, so we're using a little bit more of Christine. Thank you. Get some hypes in chat for Christine. Exclamation point, hi. You can use those handy dandy hype emotes. Christine, be sure to check out the community tab for your free coloring download that I just added today. So that is the new one for this month. Thank you so much, Christine. That's 1 membership closer to the Bob Ross stream. Steve was like, what? Well, I mentioned it on stream last time, and then I brought it up to it on, oh, I just realized I did the purple on the other side. Oh, well, too late now. I told him like, so just so you know, I told chat that when we get 300 members, that you're going to dress up as Bob Ross with me. He's like, I'll do it. I'm down for it. So there's that to do. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and do a little bit more purple. I'm down with that. That would be a hilarious stream. Like I said, after that stream, I looked on Amazon and there is in fact a Bob Ross costume with a wig and beard. Arteza gouache and markers are the large set of Artezers. That's the nice thing about the pencils is they're pretty universal and everybody enjoys them. So I know that the pencils kind of got everybody excited. So, and you know, we mix it up whether or not we do, you know, Instagram giveaways or YouTube giveaways or whatever else. So yes, there will definitely be more giveaways in the future. I wish that they were worldwide. That's the only thing. But I don't have control over the shipping of it. But I figure at least I can give some of you the chance of winning some of that stuff. So It's super fun, and I'm glad I'm able to do that. Dress up as Bob Ross. Yes, I did tell him, and he did agree. He did agree. So, you know, that's a very strong possibility someday. You know, we just got to get there. All right, so we're gonna use the number 63. Oh, that's why I'm using the wrong blue. I was like, why is this blue not turning out? I was using the wrong blue. We need to use number 3 for the blue. That is the blue that we want. I was using the more muted one, and I was just like, why is this not working? There you go. Okay. There we go. All right, we need to use the blender. Oh, right, our teasers. Every time. Every time. Shannon, you had a stream the other day. I can't remember what it was we were talking about, but we were talking about our teasers, and you know, we jokingly, or you jokingly, you know, called it our teasers at the beginning, but there was a part of me fighting the urge to correct you every time you said Arteza to our teasers, but I'm like, I'm gonna make her really mad if I keep doing that. That's right, Steve does have his own colored pencils. That's right. Make a happy little world all your own with happy little trees. Exactly. What's that sound that's trending on Instagram right now where it's just like it's Bob Ross and he says something like, tell him you're an artist, it's okay, or something like, if you're crazy, it's okay, tell him you're an artist, or something like that. I'm like, it's so true, Bob, it's so true. You gotta love Bob Ross. Okay. All right, there's a little bit of green there. We could, I'm sure, go much darker with her stuff, but you guys will be able to see the colors much better once I get the camera issues figured out. And I forget. I love Steve Simple. This is color blue. This one's red. This one's more red. This one's a yellow, maybe. We got a fair amount done, and my goodness, did we have fun tonight. Okay, so I don't have my little window up that reminds me because I had to reinstall OBS tonight. I'm telling you guys, I reinstalled all my programs and restarted the computer like a bajillion times, but I am going to figure it out. I have till Wednesday to fix the problem. But so I'm going to try and remember. So we had the awesome gifted memberships from Ev. Thank you for that. Christine, you got your membership. Let's see, Elizabeth. I think it was Elizabeth, you donated, and Aaron, you donated. Thank you so much, everybody. And to all of you lovely people that subscribed as well, thank you for being here and hanging out. You guys are why I said Phthalo Blue. Steve is gonna love that. I will let him know if he's not already looking. But thank you everyone for being here and hanging out. This was so fun tonight. I was so worried I was gonna have to cancel or move till tomorrow, but we got it. We put a band-aid on the problem and we will fix it for Wednesday. So thank you everyone for being here and streaming and hanging out, and we will keep working on this page on Wednesday. Okay, everyone have a wonderful, fabulous weekend. Stay cool and keep staying just awesome and amazing like you people are. All right, have a great night and weekend, and I will chat with you later. All right, bye.